Okay, it's day 314 off the grid, and today wasn't a good day for solar in terms of weather. There was quite a bit of rain. There was a little bit of sun that poked out for brief periods, but not a good day for solar production. But nevertheless, I spent most of the day working on solar, and I think I achieved quite a bit here. Look at this little evil beast here, little evil monster there on the wall, eh? That's my... I'm still not really sure what to call these things. I like a booster, you know. I mean, here's the BP charge controllers mounted up. I did this a few days ago. The last time I had a decent whack on this, I mounted them up on the wall. So we're going with the BP charge controllers. I haven't tidied all this up, so I'm only going over this real quick now just to say this is what I did today basically. But you know, it's a boost circuit, a boost whatever. It just driven by these, and it allows you to connect extra solar panels up, and it follows the pattern of this. But interestingly, of course, these are shunting controllers, so they'll shunt the solar panel when it reaches full charge, whereas these are series wide MOSFETs, and they'll actually just open up the circuit. I have no idea how many extra panels I could connect through this. These MOSFETs are pretty highly, 20 amps I think, just offhand. They're pretty rugged MOSFETs, and so I suppose you could hook up another 20 amps on each side. Whether this heat sinking output here is adequate enough for that, but it should be all just switching and no linear mode. But that's about all I really want to say for that. There it is, it's in, it works. I found this for a case, this heavy die-cast aluminium case. I haven't got any front on it, but it's just tucked away in there, so it's sort of out of harm's way. Nothing else will smash against it. I may put a little bit of a clear acrylic over the front when I get time or something like that. But I've put it in, I've tested it, it works. Here's my test panel. Might as well show that. It's just this old Solarex 10 watt panel that last time we used it seriously was for camping, but I'm using it all the time to like just charge up car batteries and stuff for the charge controller I made. But I dragged it over here because it's already got a blocking diode installed on the lead, so it was perfect for testing the operation of both the channels of this. It's kind of like it's stereo. I mean, this whole setup is stereo. It's kind of weird, but I'll talk about that a bit more when I've got it wired up, hopefully tomorrow. And I'll go over it a bit more when it's a bit tidier. But it's all working now, but I haven't hooked up the extra panels yet, which was the thing I've just done. See this cable here? This cable, this old bit of TRS that I got from Jim's. Thought, oh well, that will be perfect for the solar panels. I mean, it's only got a handle, 20 volts open circuit. Because remember, we've got two 12 volt circuits here now rather than one 24 volt, and that is connected to the positive of one of the panels up the top and the negative of the other. It was the easiest thing to do, so between that and these here, oh you can't see, that's getting a bit dark. There we go, these here, which were the original feed from the panel when it was just two panels in series up on the roof. I can get my upper 12 volts and my lower 12 volts to feed into this, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I did today. I found a case for this, mounted on the wall, put all 8 wires into it. You know, it does take a bit of wiring to hook these up, and went up on the roof and changed the wiring and added, well, I added this wire, put this wire through the wall the other day because that's always the hardest part, but that was already done. But going up on the roof and connecting it up to the two solar panels, and tomorrow I'll figure out what blocking diodes I'm going to use and where I'm going to put them and wire it in, and then hopefully after that this particular part at least of this 24 volt circuit in here will kind of be pretty much maintenance free. It shouldn't need any interventions or anything like that. It should just run by itself all summer and keep the batteries nice and balanced, and then I'll move on to the next project, permitizing this on-off switching charge controller, relay based one that I made that you've already seen, that I've already gone on about. But that's still working, but needs to be made up nice and neat. And then this particular section of the solar system will become the first, I guess, finished. actually finished, sort of walk away finished, you know, it's done, there's no more to add to it, because I'm not adding any more solar panels to this part of the system. I don't need to, because I've got so much excess power coming down this cable from the other system that it doesn't really need any more, and there's no more room on the shed, and I'm not going to start expanding onto other places and running power back to the system. This system is designed to power this big, massive, modified square wave 2400 watt inverter, so it's designed to run heavy things for short periods. That's the intention of the system. So reasonable sized battery bank and reasonable amount of charging, but it's not necessarily designed to deliver a lot of you know, megajoules of energy during one particular day, because you actually do find that a lot of these things that you use that draw heavy currents, like toaster ovens and whatnot, although you're using a lot of power, it's only for a relatively short period, where something like a laptop computer, which doesn't use that much power, it's only 50-60 watts, but when it's going all day and half the night, well, the amount of power it's actually used in terms of megajoules or kilowatt hours is a hell of a lot more than your toaster oven. So, but a system like that doesn't need to deliver a high current in a short period of time. It can, you know, a system running something like that can have a smaller inverter, and, you know, well, still needs a big battery bank because it's got to store all that energy, doesn't it? But I'm starting to ramble now, but, you know, I'm kind of tired. Steam Day was awesome yesterday, but you've seen the video of that, I guess, by now, because I've uploaded this, I've uploaded that, and yeah, time to go and have some ovenies tonight for tea, get the coal range going. Definitely not for heat though, it's quite warm, even though it's overcast, it's quite muggy and warm now. I mean, we've passed high spring, so what do you expect? Day 314 off the grid.